Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Curl from Lou Marie Laker. Sometimes you want to have a nice fill-in / texture that is easy, and this is one, and looks really, really neat. This one made me think of the Tangle Hollis, but definitely not. Hollis sometimes can be a little bit complicated-ish because, you're doing like a double line, you're coming back. Anyway, you can search for that one. I do have a video on it. It is super neat. But like I said, this makes me think of it. So it starts off wherever you want the middle of this to be, or, a starting place, and kind of put a little dot. And this is a neat one too because it does involve randomness, but at the same time has enough structure that makes me happy. It's like, oh, I like these ones because then I can play with the randomness but still feel comfortable in that, and it's kind of like, baby steps. All right, so once you have your dot to start, then it's just, coming out from the dot and making a spiral, so kind of a curved line into a spiral. You want to have that extended a little bit, and then we'll come on the other side. We'll do the same thing. Honestly, this is the method that Lou Marie took, but I'm gonna guess you can go any direction you want to. It's all good, but like I said, I like to have a little bit of, okay, I can start that way, and then we can go to town, and then from there, it's just kind of growing off of it. Actually, let's mirror that just because. Mirror it-ish. And then, using the takeoff and land concept, probably more of the takeoff, which is to kind of trace over an existing line. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm coming off of it into a spiral. It just helps. See, I have very little bumpage there, because a lot of times, you're starting on something else, and it's like, you don't quite hit it right on. But something about doing it this way really makes a difference. I think if I think slow motion wise, it's it's almost like coming in for landing, or this would be coming in for a landing, because I think my pen slowly, I don't put it down directly. Oh, that was kind of unsafe there, what I just did. Don't like that. And it could have had a little mishap. But I think I put my pen down, and I'm traveling along the line at the same time, so it's like I'm kind of like I'm lining it up. But going from one to another and just adding the same shape, this curve line going into a spiral, whatever directions you want to take it, completely up to you. And just have fun with it. Now, one of the things that I noticed in Lou Marie's sample, which, by the way, make sure to go to the description section of the video and look at the link that says for more inspiration from the creator of this tangle. And there you will find Lou Marie's Step Out. It's on Tangle Patterns. And then, if you scroll below, this one, yeah, has a neat story. Oh, and I'm just looking at Linda's. See, besides looking at the creator of the Tangles work, we see Linda's little thumbnail, and I'm just noticing she's put some little dots here and there. That's nice. But what I was going to mention is on Lou Marie's, she has some little lines jotting out here and there. Maybe I'll add both. I don't know. And however you want, again, this, whatever, whoops, look at what I just did there. And if that happens, then you can just, blend it in somehow. Let's see. You need one more. Something right here. Yeah. And so looking at Lou Marie's, and it seems like, yeah, there's no, not necessarily a rhyme or a reason, but they seem to come out of the spirals. So for instance, like she might have one right here, and then right here. It adds an interesting flavor to it. And like I said, it doesn't matter. But yeah, take a look at that. And then Linda had some, let's see. Oh, let's just put one right here. Some extra orbs in. I so try to make things not look contrived. And I'm going, well, that looks contrived right there. In my quest, to conquer randomness. I think it adds kind of to the organicness, having these little spikes coming out. But you could, do it, don't do it, completely up to you, which is what's so nice about Zentangle. All right. And you know what? And I don't really see shading, although I'm sure we could have fun with that. But I kind of like it just the way it is. I was thinking could put maybe some on maybe the edges. Oh, that could look really neat. Okay, I've talked myself into it. Let's do it. I should grab a new tortillon for this. Actually, you know what? Let me use what's left on here. That would be a smart idea. But I'm thinking with all of the different curves, let's just do this side here. And I'm thinking like these curves, not the whole, not the whole spiral. This is just what I'm thinking. You might come out with with a brilliant idea. But let's see. See how that? Yeah, you know what though? It's kind of, we just go with how it feels. It's like, oh, I think it needs something right there, or I think it needs something right there, and you just go with the flow. Again, I find that kind of thing, I don't know, it just helps with the creativity boost, I guess. And it's just fun to play. And knowing there is no such thing as wrong in Zentangle. And if you don't like it, then we find a way. It's like, well, what's missing? What is it that I identify? What is it that you don't like about it? And then, okay, well, this is what I don't like. So then how do we go about adjusting for that? It is such an interesting concept, all of this. And so fun. And I don't know about you, if you've been tangling for a while. Actually, if you've been tangling for a while and you have found yourself doing something real life, right? Some kind of real life something, and then in your head, like I'll say, yeah, it just doesn't matter. So I find myself thinking that more, and then realizing kind of afterwards, oh, that's a Zentangle thing, and you're like, just like in Zentangle, it really doesn't matter. So therefore, if you've had experience like that, I am just curious to know. All right, that from going from, well, you don't really need to do shading, I don't really see, to, oh, I have an idea, and then do it. That's just fun. Just fun. And it kind of goes along with what I was saying. All right, so if you enjoyed this, and I hope you did, please click the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, then also hit the subscribe button while you're clicking on things. In that description section that I mentioned, you will find the step outs. I always do my own version and then link to the creator of the Tangle. Below that, links to my website, Facebook page. I hope that you will follow me there and follow my blog. also, if you would like to hang out with a bunch of amazing, a little bit crazy, Tangle Addicts, we'd love to hang out with you. So there is a link there to our private Facebook group. Know that there are 3 questions you have to answer to gain entry into that group. It sets the tone. It kind of also makes sure that I don't have bots and stuff like that as well, I think. But anyway, would love to have you join us and be part of the greater conversation and fun. All right, so with that, thanks again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.